Of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Second and 16. Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Tom Brady at 42 years of age. You'd think the arm would not be as strong as years past, but you'd be wrong.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Buccaneers.
You can do better than this. Come on, you're playing terrible.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Buccaneer first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Brady going to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions.
He's got it at the 15. The right end, touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Danny Shelton.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie Xavier McKinney. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, this is Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former 1st-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the extra point.
Now, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jones now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He finds an opening past the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Jones is going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Giants 21, Buccaneers 20. Graham Gano set to kick.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing Jones. That's caught by Penning. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
First down.
Brady now on first down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Here's Brady. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that blocks.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
6-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 16, Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Jones out to his left. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all this.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Giants 28. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 16. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Jones off the play fake. Open man is Ross, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. Operating from the gun, Jones is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually tripping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll go again to Jones.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
He's got daylight! And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 48 yards. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, oh, he stopped short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. Well, this one